Hello students, welcome to the Rajkumar College Rajkot online classes. Form 5 Science Chapter 1 Plants Increasing the Number Module 4 Myself Mrs. Shilpa Bawishi welcome you to the class. Let us do a quick recap of all that we covered in Module 3. We studied a very important phenomena of seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is a process by which the seeds move away from the parent plant, and in that there are few agents of nature which help in dispersal of seeds. The first agent that we studied was wind. The seeds that are light in weight can disperse with the help of the wind. They may have wings or fine hair on them to make the process of dispersal easy. Few seeds that disperse by wind are cotton, dandelion, sycamore, etc. The next agent is water. The plants that grow around water bodies disperse with the help of water. These seeds also have to be light in weight so that they can move easily with water. They may have spongy or fibrous outer covering. Such coverings trap air and make the seed light in weight. Few seeds that disperse by water are coconut, water lily, and lotus. Moving to the third agent, animal or birds. Each one of us gets attracted to a juicy, sweet, and pulpy fruit. And after eating the fruit, we throw away the seeds. This is also a method of dispersal. The animals or birds do not throw away. They discard it by the way of their droppings. Some seeds that are not juicy or sweet or attractive may have hooks, spine, or stiff hair that stick to the bodies of animals and birds and help in the dispersal of those seeds. Examples of seeds dispersal by animal or birds are mango, papaya, watermelon, xanthium, and cocklebur. Cocklebur grows around farms. The last agent is explosion. The seeds which are in a pod. After some time, they get ripe and mature. They grow big in size and thus cannot fit into the pod. They break open the pod and move out. This is explosion. Dispersal by explosion, by breaking the pod. Few examples are poppy, pea, and balsam. In this module, we'll be studying about crops. Now, what are crops? One or two plants that we grow at our home can be called as crops? No. The plants that are grown on a large scale in huge quantity are called as crops. When a plant is grown in large quantity for food, fiber, medicines, and other human needs, it is called a crop. Different crops grow in different types of soil, climates, and season. India has three main seasons, but for growing crops, India has only two seasons. Of course, you have studied about different types of soil in Form 4. You are aware that India has six different types of soil, and each kind of soil can grow a limited amount of crops, limited types of crops. But depending on the season, the crops can be divided into two parts. The two main seasons for growing crops and the two types of crops are Kharif crop and Rabi crop. Let us study Kharif crop in detail. The crops that are grown from May to October are called Kharif crops or monsoon crops. Kharif is an Arabic word which means autumn. Kharif crops are sown in May and harvested in October. Few Kharif crops are rice, millet, maize, pulses, jowar, bajra, jute, hemp, and peanuts. Some Kharif vegetables are onion, pumpkin, brinjal, lady's finger, spinach, tomato, garlic, and gourd. Some Kharif fruits are mango, melon, lychee, plum, apricot, and peaches. Now let us study about Rabi crops. Exactly opposite of Kharif crops. The crops that are grown from November to April are called Kharif crops or winter crops. Since it has winter season, they are also called as winter crops. Rabi is an Arabic word which means spring. Rabi crops are sown in November and harvested in April. Wheat, barley, gram, and mustard grow well in winter, and so are they called Rabi crops. Some Rabi vegetables are cauliflower, carrot, radish, turnip, peas, and beans. Some Rabi fruits are almonds, apple, banana, and pomegranate. Once we understand what are crops, we also need to know how these crops are grown. And that process is called agriculture. The process, the stages, the method by which crops are grown on a large scale is called as agriculture. The practice of growing plants on a large scale for food or other purposes is called agriculture. Fruits are grown everywhere throughout the country. Orchards are places where fruit trees are planted on a large scale. Children, in the picture you can see an apple orchard. Huge number of trees grown together which are bearing fruits. That place we call as orchards. But so is not the case of grapes. Vineyards are places where grapes are grown on a large scale. As we have understood what is agriculture, we also need to know how a farmer grows these crops. What are the step-by-step processes that he does so that he can grow a good crop? That is what is stages of agriculture. In the first stage, the field is plowed. After selecting good quality of seeds and deciding what to grow depending on the season, the field has to be plowed. It has to be tilled. In the figure, you can see the farmer driving a tractor, and at the back, a plow is attached to it. Plow is also carried by bulls or ox so that they can plow the field. Once the field is plowed, the farmer checks whether the soil is good enough to grow a good crop. If he feels that the quality of soil is not very good, he adds manure to the soil. Manure helps the plant grow well. In the third stage, now once the field is plowed, it is also added with manure. The seeds are sown in the soil. They are given enough amount of air, water and sunlight so that they can germinate well. The farmer also has to see how he will water the plants, water the crops that he has grown. And here comes irrigation. In the fourth stage, after the seeds are sown, the crops are irrigated or watered by the farmer. The crops start growing, and while they are growing, they are many a times damaged by rats, by moles, by birds, by insects who eat them. These crops have to be protected so that they can grow well. In that case, the crops are sprayed with chemicals called fertilizers to protect them. You can see in the picture that the farmer is spraying pesticides on the standing crops. In the last stage, the crops are finally harvested. They are ready to be sold in the market. This harvesting is done either with the help of a manual harvester or an electric harvester. This all is possible in a plain, on a flat land. But imagine a place like the mountains where the land is having a slope. In that case, how do the farmers manage to do agriculture there? Because as soon as they'll sow the seeds and water it, it will flow downwards toward the valley. Thus, farming won't be possible. In that case, the concept of terrace farming came up. The mountains are cut into steps, and on each step, plants are grown. This is how terrace farming is done. In hilly areas, people grow crops by cutting steps into the mountain side. This is known as step farming or terrace farming. Once the crops are grown and harvested, they also need to be stored well till they are taken to the market, till they are sold in the market. They have to be stored well. So, the next topic is protection and storage of crops. Farmers have to protect their crop from grazing animals, caterpillars, grasshoppers, locusts, rats, and weeds that harm the crops. These are called pests. Farmers use chemicals called pesticides to get rid of pests. Farmers also need to protect harvested crops from frost, rain, and animals such as rats, moles, squirrels, and birds. Seeds and grains are stored in waterproof containers called silos. Fruits and vegetables cannot be stored for long, they spoil. So, they should be transported to the market immediately. Here, we complete the last module of this chapter. I would like you all to go through all the 4 modules. And if you have any query, you may message me. Children, it is a difficult time for your parents and for you and the entire world. We need to be patient and take care of ourselves and our surroundings. Please be safe. Please be at home. Thank you.